Do you want to start with the intro, though?
Yes.
How about we do that? Oh, just run the intro.
It's been a minute.
Dictionary.com defines an unplanned approach as impromptu, done without preparation, unwitting, done without awareness, spontaneous, done without thought. Wait a minute. That means you guys don't have a plan?
No, obviously.
Well, that's dumb.
Yeah.
You might as well start the show.
Get out of here.
Anybody that would have seen the
setup time.
Make sure you all go to the YouTube.
Right.
The YouTube channel and watch. This is our first time with video, right?
Right.
Okay, so.
And we've been dicking around with this for literally 1 hour now.
That's a real. Oh my God. So, okay.
Yeah, but the setup is just magnificent.
I mean, we should grab a camera and focus. Dude,
Yeah.
The amateurness of this is so ridiculous.
It looks like a snake orgy with a bunch of lights.
He's back, folks. After a
cords.
2-week hiatus.
There are cords everywhere.
And lights everywhere. I mean, this absolutely has zero.
There.
We have
Yeah,
we have zero organization. No tactical skill to this. There you go.
Huh?
Can you see it?
I don't think so, but
You put it right
Yeah.
in the middle, right where the phone's actually at.
It'll
There it
shut off
is.
After a minute, but there it is. There's at least one little unplanned approach.
Hey, they can. You know what? You can zoom in if you want to.
Riffing off of Salvador Dali a little bit. I actually really like that.
Can you explain who that is? Well, hold on. Let's set this up before we get into all that. 2 weeks it's been, right? 3, 2.
I don't know.
Since
It's been a
we got
minute.
together.
It's been a minute.
So Pete was on.
Yes.
Pete was on. He had episodes 1 and 2. He got to get him back on. He was amazing.
He actually has reached out. So all you people that really enjoyed that episode with him, he'll be back on probably very soon because we had a great time.
And if you haven't listened to it, even people that don't know Pete, people that are listeners to our show because they know us, right? Have said, God, that guy was great. That guy
He really was.
My brother, who's been on the show, was like, "Is there anything that guy hasn't done?"
No, he's lived like
murder?
4 lives all at once.
Maybe. Hey, he hasn't been thrown in jail at the Kentucky Derby.
No, that's right. That's right. So you now have a goal, Pete. And we'll come down and film it.
Yeah. Pete, would you mind, Pete? I mean, if we did that. So 2 weeks. We've been on kind of a 2-week, just with schedules and stuff, graduation.
Well, you keep quitting jobs.
That's not funny.
It's a little funny.
It's kind of funny. Hey, man, when you got a face like this.
Right. You
and a
can't just be
personality-
held down to one.
You can't. Yeah.
No, there's people just offering, like, what do you want to do?
I want a
We'll
model.
just pay,
I
how
want
about
a
we just
model.
give you money?
Hey, I want a model, Kyle, but that isn't working out at this point.
Right. It's coming, though.
For anybody that's been a loyal listener, we did do a podcast about Kyle went to a wedding and went 45 minutes bitching and moaning about a certain gas station that he didn't like.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Suckies.
Yep.
So
Love it.
For our first video episode, I had to honor Kyle. So
Right.
you're going to have to go to YouTube to see it. I'm going to pull the mic up with me, and I'm just going to show this thing off. Does anybody's... And red looks good on me. The only problem is that when I came downstairs, I swear I heard somebody go, "Hey, Kool-Aid!" But this is
Every time you open a door, every time.
So I am wearing a Sucky shirt today in honor of Kyle. Since we're back, we're gonna absolutely. So did we ever decide we're gonna try to drop episodes Tuesdays, right? Tuesday mornings.
I think Tuesday's going to work out the best because if you miss it, you've got Monday to catch and then Tuesday to right.
So
Tuesday at 8 is going to be at least
Eastern Standard.
the plan.
Eastern Standard, not Middle Eastern.
Yes,
Standard,
not Middle Eastern.
which would be about 4 a.m. like this.
And then your alarm clock
That's kind of
goes up.
shitty, but hey man, comedy rules the world.
Right.
Oh, by the way, my wife and I started watching Ted Lasso.
How good is that stupid show?
Danny Rojas.
Yeah.
Football is life.
Football is life.
Outstanding. Man, but it's a tearjerker. That show's a tearjerker.
Yeah, it's funny. It kind of goes after the tearjerker moment, but then it surrounds it with funny.
Right.
So you're never like, ooh,
You
for
can
20
kind of
minutes.
tell what's going to happen, though, right? I mean, I
Well,
can,
sure.
I can tell you what we're at the
So?
end of season 1.
Yeah. So
And it is soccer. Anything you can do to make soccer fun.
anything you can do to make soccer fun, which is really what they do is not film it. It's a show about soccer, but they really don't show any soccer.
And you know what? The clips that they do show are awful.
Right.
I mean, when they're in the pub and they're showing like on the TV, you're like, dude, that looks like they videoed it on an 8x8 deal with
Get it. Go.
Yeah, go.
Good enough.
Back to the pub.
Nobody's paying attention.
Wanker. Dad, what's a wanker?
I don't
Somebody that
know.
really likes to be alone with their thoughts.
With their thoughts.
So anyway,
Yeah, did you know it's coming back?
So
Season
4?
4.
Would it be 4?
Yep.
No, I did not.
Everybody's back. And when you get to the end of it, you'll want season 4.
Okay. It's kind of like Ozark when season 2 ended.
Yeah.
And you just went, oh shit!
Right.
That was the greatest ending to a season I'd ever seen.
Oh yeah.
Over.
That's it.
So we are in the season. We're getting back to 2 weeks. We're back on. We had to get some things organized. We haven't missed an episode, so this episode will have to go like.
Well, we have missed because it's
We missed this Tuesday.
Thursday. We missed this Tuesday.
So we'll just go
right
next Tuesday.
So everybody's sorry, but we'll get back on track.
Well, and we'll be able to drop video too.
Yeah.
Some new things are coming to the website and to YouTube. My kids have got me involved in a game that we will put up there. Kyle, we're gonna have to get you involved.
Okay.
At some point.
I like games. I actually was learning about a new game last night.
Dungeons and Dragons.
I know all about Dungeons and Dragons.
You said you bought a new game. What game is it?
It's called God Tier.
Jesus, dude. You understand we cannot stay on pace. We cannot stay on one deal for more than.
You were talking
30
about
seconds.
games. I'm in games. This is staying
on
on the track.
Talking about games, Kyle.
Oh.
I was trying to tell the
you were
people
trying to transition
that we're
to?
moving to video as well.
Yes.
So to be on the
Video as
lookout for clips on YouTube, clips on the website, more reviews because we've done some 7 Brew review. We've done some.
By we, you mean you?
Me, well, because you
Right,
weren't around.
'cause
and
I'm
when
not
my
around.
kids are into this. This is
Right,
not something
this
that
is-
I'm doing.
this is-
I want to do big reviews.
I'm being pushed out, people.
Lamborghini. I want to do those reviews. Guys,
I'm being pushed out.
Yeah,
It's all you people.
now
Raise your voice.
Now that we've got 37 listeners, Kyle's out. He is out.
This is the number I was looking for. Once
contract
the
said
audience gets
42.
big enough.
Contract says 42.
Right.
We're moving along since we're making cents on the dollar now. Like common sense.
Common sense,
on the
right?
dollar.
Not sense.
But no, that is a daughter thing. They are big into the reviews. So whenever they're like, hey, when my oldest says to my middle one, hey, let's review this, I'm like, I'm in. I want to review. But
Yeah,
hoping
absolutely.
that it catches fire.
Well, it'd be fun because, however many, I think there are thousands of listeners. We are in 40 countries.
40 countries that
So,
speak 35 different languages probably.
yeah. Well, at least 2.
You know what? We're going to do our reviews
Hola.
on the air. Now that we can do this, we'll do commercial reviews on the air. Because have you ever had those dill pickle puff cheese puffs?
No.
They're upstairs.
Dill pickle
Cheese
puffs.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. You don't like pickles?
Yeah, but
You don't love pickles. You're not. a
no.
pickle
I
person.
mean, I do like pickles, but I don't know that I need it on my cheese puff.
They're not cheese. They're
It's-
pickle flavored puffs.
Yeah,
Circles, those little circles.
yeah. No, I know what you're talking about, but I don't know.
I think
people overdo that stuff. It's like, oh, we like bacon, and now everything's bacon flavored. Get the hell out of here!
Bacon-flavored
Why
toilet
can't just
paper.
bacon be bacon and leave it alone? I don't need a bacon flavored Snickers bar. I don't
What?
need it. I don't need it.
Kyle.
I don't need it.
I'm not a big bacon.
When
but
I
will
want
do pickle
bacon
anything.
flavor, I just eat bacon.
Or I drink the grease I
Right.
keep in my cabinet.
Why save it in the fridge?
You don't put it in the fridge.
Bacon grease?
No, you put that. That's supposed to be in the cabinet.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No, you put it in the
Kyle,
fridge.
You know what? I've got my functioning computer. You want me to look it up?
Yeah.
You know what? You need to plug Siri in. This is where we need Siri. I see where we're going with this. Not today. but
Well, it's not here, but I can bring it.
We'll do that.
Yeah.
We'll get that plugged in.
No,
We could've
absolutely,
easily
'cause-
said, Siri.
Well, I think it'd be a fun part of the show because then it would, when we have these kinds of debates, it could tell us, no, Jason.
And these are master debates.
No, absolutely. We are master debaters. But no, that thing could definitively say, Jason, you are wrong.
No,
On that
wrong
one, it
very
would definitely. It would say,
wrong.
it's too much bacon.
I'm not. I'm talking about pickles
I know.
anyway. I'm
All
a
right.
pickle guy. So
You're a pickle
I'll
guy?
tell you a great story. Here. I'll tell you what sucks and what's great. So I've praised Ninja. Right. I love Ninja products.
Right. Yes.
They're not even paying us.
If you aren't aware, become aware. He is a Ninja fan. More than everybody. Remember your favorite thing when you were a kid? He likes Ninja more now.
Ninja products, not Ninja the karate people.
Well, both, actually.
I like the
They
Beverly
hide
Hill.
behind the grill.
I like Tommy Boy as the
Right.
Beverly Hill Ninja. But
Right.
So I've been kind of throwing this thing around about like Father's Day. Father's Day and my birthday are really close together. So my birthday's coming up Saturday. So I get squished for Father's Day. I get squished with Father's Day and my birthday. My wife gets squished for Christmas and her birthday. It's really weird.
Oh, she's December. She's December, baby.
Late December, right? She's late December. So I've been kind of pushing this. Ninja has what's called the creamy twist.
Oh.
So it's an ice
The
cream
creamy
machine.
we have.
You have the ice cream machine. So I wanted the twist because it can soft serve as well.
Okay.
So I'm talking, and
Right.
my first thought was pickle flavored ice cream.
Pickle flavor.
I was-
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, you got me so excited. Yes. Yes.
I can tell. I love you. I love pickle flavored ice cream.
I didn't know. I don't know if I like it. I haven't had it, but the option to make it. I'm one of those
Right.
guys.
You need the option.
I need the option, and I have pistachio butter, so I could make my own pistachio. Dude, I have plans. So they
Sounds like
order.
it.
My wife orders it from. Can we say Walmart? Right. Walmart has all these
What does it
third-party
matter what we
vendors.
say?
Well, I don't know. I
don't
mean,
feel like-
What if one of our 45 listeners is a Walmart employee? They call Walmart. Well, Walmart might want to sponsor us.
Right. Well, you're right. I mean, we have just now boosted their awareness.
By how much would you think we boosted it by?
A lot, probably.
A lot.
Yeah. It's probably a
You
lot.
hear that,
Sam.
Walton family?
Right. Well,
Even
Sam's
though-
gone, but
well,
Sam.
their daughter's kind of crazy. She's a little nut job.
Really?
Oh, wackadoodle, man. But hey, I'll take their money.
Well,
I'll take their money.
where Stink, we could put him on that.
We could put Stink on the case.
If you haven't listened to that, Stink has a wheelhouse, and if she's crazy enough, she would be right in
Well, and he'll find her.
it. Right.
He'll find her to save her.
He'll just walk through Walmart and she'll be like, who's that?
He puts off the pheromones of crazy town.
That's right. She just come running out with a knife.
So back to that. So anyway, she orders that from Walmart for Christmas or for Father's Day.
Okay.
She has
It's
it.
no surprise for you then.
No, I didn't know. I didn't know.
Oh, okay,
I didn't
okay.
get it. I'm getting to that point. Jeez, man.
Sorry.
They foreshadow McGee. Can I finish?
Well,
this
your
story?
birthday isn't here.
It's Father's
Day.
Day.
Sorry.
You're
Okay.
a fat.
I'm wrong.
Thank
I
you.
should just be. I'll be quiet. All right. I'm going to turn this.
Turn on. God, you're like my wife. I mean, no, you're not. She here. If she starts banging around
Yeah,
upstairs,
don't-
pots and pans start falling.
I'm just kidding, honey. Don't look at this.
You can't listen to this episode. So Father's Day comes around. She says, "Well, we had something for you. I was having it delivered to your parents' house, and what happened was the third-party vendor, somebody changed the address. They took a picture. It was shipped somewhere else. We have no idea where it was shipped. Kind of a scam thing, right? We
You
have
can
no
just
idea.
get on and change the ad. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know how. Or they delivered
Yeah,
it to
I don't know how
or,
any
or
of this
whoever
works.
the driver, somebody
Right.
in the third party organization had it delivered somewhere else. So they're telling me what it was. I'm pumped up. No gift.
No gift.
And then Walmart's like, well, we can't. I mean, then the runaround starts, right?
Right. Yeah. Who gets the blame?
So if you had to guess, where do you think Walmart's call center is? Where do you think they've outsourced that to?
Well,
What country?
yeah, like India or
Yeah,
something.
right.
Because that's where you're getting the cheapest labor
Exactly.
for
So you get in a call, you call the call center, and it's just a circus. So
Right.
5 different people are talking to you. Anyway, they finally said, "Hey, we'll just refund your money," which leaves me out a creamy twist.
that. Right.
And now I'm gonna tell you the sad part. Now my wife's like, "Do you really think that $350 on an ice cream?"
So she's
machine
got buyer's remorse
Is it-
before it showed
is
up.
a good idea?" And I'm like,
Yes.
I'm a logical guy. I'm like, probably not, but man, that would have been.
Oh, see,
But then I switched it. I said, you know how many good protein powders I have in there where I could make protein ice cream?
good thinking.
Dude,
right.
I mean, you don't get this body.
No,
Kyle,
no,
just by eating nuts and berries.
no, that isn't how that works.
You need some Snickers and some extra.
I've got two things on that. Number one, I'm the opposite of you on that. Do we really need this? There's so much things that I have. Well, I mean,
dude, I wish I
Yeah.
need my phone down here so that we could show this.
yeah. So do I need?
Tell them what you're talking about at least.
Do I need? Well, do I need all of the things that I have? No, I've got so there's 2 barn lights. There's a selfie light. There's a GoPro. There's some HD camera.
A selfie light.
Isn't that what that thing's called?
It is.
It is. You put your phone on. I got it for like $2.99.
All my girls have one. They all
Really?
have one that they use for makeup and stuff, and God knows what else they're
Right.
doing.
Well, you put your phone in the little thing there, and you do whatever you do.
And there's even more shit over there that we could add to this.
Oh,
right?
oh yeah.
I mean, we're talking
they're
light stands. We're talking
Yeah.
all kinds of crazy shit.
yeah. It's a lot. And
And we don't know
yeah.
how
Do
to
I
use any
need
of
it? No. And it's taken. I think I got this in 2020.
All right.
It's taken 4.5 years to really
Use it.
use it.
it all works.
Well, yeah, because you got to test it. I get a lot of help. I'll get it out every once in a while and just kind of test, make sure everything works the way it should work. So that's it. So like talking about things you don't necessarily need. I've got a brand new guitar that I cannot play, but I went out and got the Xbox tutorial to learn how to play guitar. So maybe
Tell me
this
if that
winter
works, because I want to try that too. Maybe we need to do a video.
we could do
of
like
you.
a garage band. Yeah, see, that'd be
I could
awesome.
hit
We could do that. We could record
hit
that even.
I could play the buckets.
You could play the bucket.
shitty
Yeah.
harmonica or kazoo.
Could you play it as well as the guy on the underpass?
No.
No.
But you know what? So here, that's an interesting. Let's talk about that for a minute. The guys that play like bucket instruments where they're just beating on the buckets.
Yes.
Now,
I rhythmically smash shit on garbage.
so
It's like the play thing. The
stomp.
Yeah, you're
you
tearing
ever
up trash can. No.
I've seen it, and it's more the first 5
It
minutes.
would have to be more.
But it's mad.
But after 5 minutes, I'd be like,
don't-
okay, that's enough. You're just smashing aluminum trash cans.
Great, man. We did that at frat parties in college.
Yeah. I used to throw them off roofs.
at people.
All right.
Nerds.
But yeah, it's we've talked about that a couple of times on the podcast. Anytime if I get fired up about anything, it's this is what I do. Oh, you have no idea how many board games I've got. You got no idea how many Magic cards I've got. How much Dungeons and Dragons books I've got. I've got a stack that's about 3 foot high,
and
probably.
You've read them all.
Oh hell yeah!
I'll tell you what.
Well, I played Dungeons and Dragons in the '80s when I was a kid.
You know how you align yourself with certain people just in case scenarios. Like for instance, if we ever have a revolution or something, I've got 4 people that I know. They're going to be my best friend because they are survivalists.
Uh-huh.
We ever end up, this is no shit. We ever end up in a war in Middle Earth.
I'm in.
You're my guy.
I'm the guy.
You're my guy.
I've got a sword at my house.
I'm sure you do.
I do.
You're gonna be potion and shit.
Oh, yeah.
You'll be over there with some dry ice and stuff. And smoking. I'm like, what are you making? It's just dry ice and water. It won't do shit.
They're not quite long enough, but if I dig around, I think I could come up with 3 or 4 capes.
He's only jumped off his roof
we would
once,
go to
though.
Gen Con. We would go to Gen Con, and the kids all wanted capes, so we got capes. You know what the hell?
I do want to
Cape
do
it up.
Gen Con. We talked
Gen
about
Con's
that
so
again.
much fun.
What would I dress as at Gen Con? What could
Would
I
you dress?
I don't know. I
have never personally dressed.
I do like the Yoda thing where my buddy walked around on knee pads. Everybody was like, "What the hell?" With golf clubs.
Right. Right.
Only problem is
So he looks a little more like Dorf than
in a
Yoda.
Yoda mask.
Right.
So I don't remember what this started. The creamy.
Oh, you were talking about being logical, and
Anyway, so
Oh, well, hang on. Let me make my other point, and then I'll let you get back to it. The other one, the call center thing. My problem with the call center isn't the one that everybody has. Everybody's like, they don't speak English. You know, what the hell? I don't really have a big problem with that because if I'm focused, it's fine. You know, their English is a little broken, but it's not that big. My problem is they don't know anything about anything.
About the products, or they
nothing.
They're on
and that's what I hate. Right. That's where I get like, come on, man, you're a call center and you don't know my name, you don't know what product, where I live, where it's at. Right, it's
supposed to be customer service, but there's no customer service.
Right, like, and that's
we're just taking your calls because we know you're going to call and bitch and moan.
Right,
I mean that's basically what.
And then you're going to do some shitty, you know, like I don't like you, you know, Indian guy.
Yeah, you're going to.
I don't care about that. Just
it doesn't matter,
dude. Give me some information. You're giving me a lot of I don't knows.
I don't know. We'll have to do this. I have to go talk to my boss. It's like, dude,
no,
listen. If I don't have the product, just cancel it so I can see it. You know, send me a notification that
right.
The whole human touch thing is driving me nuts. And I've said this: if I can't find your phone number, your customer service, I don't care if it calls to India, the moon, Saturn, wherever, Cleveland,
Middle Earth,
Kyle in Middle Earth.
Exactly.
That's Kyle answering for one of his board games. But I don't care. If there's if God dang it, I hate this unplanned approach. I can't remember what I was going to say. Shit.
It was something very pithy.
I don't care where it's at. I don't care. Moving on.
Yeah.
All
right.
You know how this goes.
Oh yeah.
It'll come back to me randomly.
Right at the end of the show, we'll hit stop and then we'll be like, turn it back
on. All right. So I was at graduation parties. So any good graduation party stories? Anything like that? You had one graduate, right?
No, I had one graduate, and he did really, really well. And they kind of messed him around a little bit, but he's going to Ball State. He didn't want a party.
Oh, so he didn't want to. Oh,
no, he did not.
A party.
He didn't want a party.
And he's going to Ball State.
Right. Well, he's going for the communications, which their school is very well thought of.
One of the best in the country,
yeah. Because he started out at ISU and really liked that because they've got a tie with ESPN.
Oh, they do?
Yes.
Indiana State?
Uh-huh.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, the Ocho, I think.
Yeah, probably.
Right.
Terre Haute.
But they really do. They have a tie with ESPN. They send some of their I think graduate students out and help produce and film and
so they're the ones doing the wiffle ball and the stupid sports we've never
heard
the
Ocho
of.
No, I was just joking on that.
But
no,
it's probably kind of what it is.
Well, yeah, probably.
I mean, you go out, you cover the local Terre Haute.
I know they've got some strong ties to it.
Oh, that's pretty interesting.
So he was really excited about that, and then he went to Ball State.
He just didn't like Terre Haute.
No, he was actually fine with it. He really was. He enjoyed the whole trip, and then went to Ball State, came back and said, Indiana State's out. If I can get into Ball State, this is where I'm going.
He said, to the chug.
It is so much better.
He got into the chug somehow.
Right. Right. Well, you know that's coming. Yeah.
At Dill Street. They're still there. I can't believe that. They've been there since this guy went to
I was going to say, I went up there plenty of times.
Yeah.
Campus has seen me.
There were some literally monumental moments.
Yeah.
At Ball State.
Yeah.
For me. I mean, we'll discuss off air one day.
Yeah.
So let me think. Did I have any? So my question about graduation, you said you didn't have a party for your kid.
No.
Is this the kid that likes to be on camera?
Of the two of them, yes, far and away.
No, that likes to be on camera.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that'd be the one.
My pride and joy.
That's funny.
That's a great callback, and we never.
It is a great callback, and we haven't discussed it. We will discuss it. I will tell this story. Just I'm not going to tell it today.
Not for the next 5 years, 10 years.
Oh no, screw him. No, you did it. You did it. Too bad. That's the way it goes.
We all have a story like that. Not like that.
Not like that. But yeah.
What do you? So I didn't ask anybody. I probably should have. What do you think like a graduation party like that goes for? I mean, I've seen some where they've got soda fountains and damn food trucks and shit.
It's like weddings. I think people just save up or take a loan.
How many times did you read on Facebook somebody's kid graduates and it says he did it or she did it? No shit.
Right.
Right?
All you got to do basically is stay awake.
Should we really be surprised that somebody graduated from high school?
No.
I mean,
you can always point out the exception. There is the exception. There are those kids that struggle, and
I get that part. I get that part.
God love you. Let's help you get through. But you're right. On average, stay awake and show up.
Well, but the ones that I'm reading, they did it.
Right.
My baby did it.
Right.
That's not, I know that family.
Right.
They were always going to do it.
You're right.
If you're really one of these people that has anxiety issues, that has testing, that has
right, that's what I mean. God love you. Let's help pull you through.
Yes. Yeah. Like I know people that struggle with that and that made getting through high school was a pain in the ass.
Right.
Or could have been a super pain in the ass, or without sports or a job. It was bad. But the ones that I'm reading, I'm like, but isn't that the expectation? I would be more impressed if your kid didn't, and you put, he screwed it up.
Right.
Yeah, he did. I told my brother that. I actually told my brother, I go, really? You posted he did it? I said, weren't you expecting him to do it? And he goes, well, yeah. And I go, then why are you posting that?
Right.
Say, hey, congratulations, you graduated. Can't wait to see what the next chapter of your life is. Not, he did it. We're so surprised. Why? He's not a moron. If he didn't do it, he's lazy. He's lazy.
Right.
So that is my soapbox for that.
I've got a soapbox for you then as far as school goes.
I don't have a notebook. I've got another one I want to come back to. Go.
Real quick, this is a weird opinion, but I've thought about it a lot and I really like it. I don't like that your ability to play a sport is tied to your grades.
Like what?
Like, you have to have whatever it is. You have to be passing to participate. And the only reason I don't like it is because think about yourself when you were a kid, and you and I share this, baseball. Right. If you take baseball from me, there's a part of me that's going to go, why in the hell am I even here?
Okay, but still.
No. But I mean, you're saying, so I can't play because my grades suck, and now I can't. The only reason really that I show up to school is to do this sport, and I get, maybe your priorities are a little screwy, but
I'd say that.
But how hard would you work to stay on the team if you didn't take it away? But if you've just taken it away, there are kids that will just be like, well, the hell with this. I'm going to go lay down.
That happens with college athletes all the time.
Right. But so I don't like that they take it away. I don't like that they take it away. I think rather than take it away, give them like some grace. Okay. And you have to be enrolled in something to help you pass these grades.
Yeah, but I don't want anybody on my team that isn't willing to work minimally.
But
if you show up and you stay awake.
But what if you're that kid that struggles? I mean,
well, that's a different. There are exceptions for that. They're talking about the kids that aren't showing up, They're not going to punish Johnny with dyslexia. I mean, I think I had mildly See?
Yeah.
I think honestly, I think if I would have tested, there was something there because I couldn't stand to read.
Yeah.
And it took me forever to read things, so I just didn't do it. Stuff like that, you work with. Somebody that, and you had guys on your team, junior college is the perfect example of that, right?
Right.
You don't show up to class.
Right.
In college, we all know, unless you're in physics or something really, really, really crazy where you're building missiles and bombs, if you show up at a communication class,
right?
If you show up and turn something in, you're going to get a C.
You're going to get a C.
And if you're not getting a C, you can probably talk your way into a C.
Right.
Because you're in communication.
Right. Right.
This guy was able to do that. But, I mean, that's the point. So it's more of a lazy factor.
I will agree with that, but I just
it's not a
but I hate that
learning disability
that's thing. You only get the stick, you never get the carrot. I know you're going to say it's kind of life and all the rest
effort,
of it, right?
Dude.
Okay.
Minimal. I mean that. I'm
a little too far left for
as you are, Kyle. I'm thinking about putting you on a silent. I'm going to put you on 3 minutes of silence, and I'm going to turn on some music and sing. I'm just going to
sit here and try to get back into a place where I can talk to you.
You think about what you just said. What was my soapbox going to be? Shoot. Okay.
I feel like you're just searching for
No,
something.
there was one. It was shoot. It's a good time for a commercial right now. Anyway, do we have anything we need to? Who's sponsoring the show? You know what? We did talk to the lady yesterday. We talked to a podcasting lady yesterday.
Yep.
And we got to start. We got to start getting sponsors.
We just got to do a better job. We got to be a little more focused.
If you could pick 5 local sponsors, who would you want?
I would want my friends.
You would?
Yes.
Like, okay, so what do they own? What does somebody own? Don't give names, just the company names.
Well, I've got our flooring friend.
Yep.
We've got our bat manufacturer friend.
Yes.
I've got a
got
t-shirt.
insurance.
I've got a t-shirt.
Got insurance friends.
Yeah, we've got insurance friends. I've got a shirt making friend.
Right.
What else? Business owners.
I've
got a lawn care friend.
So Lawn Image does mine. Does my lawn.
Lawn Image.
Mm-hmm.
Avis Lawn Image.
No, it's just called Lawn Image.
Okay.
You're talking about Floor Tech.
Mm-hmm.
Gandalf Bats.
Yep.
Goosehead Insurance. What your insurance company?
Spectrum Financial Group.
And you said what else?
Sports Plus.
Okay, so all of you guys, we just gave you a free shout out. There's 45 more people that know about your business now.
But that is legit. That's who I would want to sponsor. It's the people that I know that I like.
Right, Mashcraft Brewery.
Anything that I could do that would help them. Yeah, I'm in.
That would be.
And this is a simple thing, and I would love for those guys. And I've thought about just going to all of them and have them come up with some copy and we read it.
You know what? We do need to do that.
Yeah.
We just need to send that out. You know, make a phone call or text. Say, hey man, give us a.
Or one of you guys that are listening. You know, if there's something that you think needs to be promoted on here.
That's another thing.
Maybe we could talk about that and make that happen.
From a charity to anything.
Right.
We could find a funny and
right.
make it
right. Well, yeah, we can make funny commercials. Well, actually, if you own the business and you want to come on and just do that.
Gallagher's Pizza.
Yeah.
Gallagher's Pub. Let's go.
That'd be fun. Just
Nick,
then come in and
Dave.
We BS about what you're doing and you can basically do your own commercial.
You know what?
We could clip that out and then you could put it on your social media and say, you know, hey, listen to these two a-holes. But
hey, one of our
in
biggest
the meantime,
listeners, one of our biggest fans, Dave, Nick, both state high school runner-up wrestlers, state champion runner-ups in wrestling, both of them. Gallagher's Pizza, Gallagher's Pub on the south side of Indianapolis. Dave is the one. He's the one that texts me when he feels like we've fallen off the wagon and haven't put an episode up yet.
Wilson St. Pierre, I know those guys.
Who?
Wilson St. Pierre, the funeral home. Yep.
Hey, never know when you need one of those in your back pocket, guy.
You know what though? And I know the St. Pierre part of it. He's an outstanding fella. I went to school with him. He employs our friends.
Right.
Well, his friends. I guess.
Buries the others.
No, right. No, but I mean, that's what he does. The people that work for him are people that we went to school with.
No, that's great.
So, that to me makes you a great person. Good job.
Maybe we should just start like a Greenwood podcast.
No.
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 Have you heard of anything like that in the past?
I've heard of things like that in the past. I watched one like that in a different town. It wasn't Greenwood. It was a different town. It wasn't great.
It was. I mean, if you want to know about local ordinances and when streets flood,
right? Go get them.
Or why the mail is.
You're listening to the wrong podcast.
I'd be like having a Mayberry podcast about Mayberry. Right. Today, Otis is in the clink.
Yeah.
Again, he was drunk last night.
Right. Hee. Ernest T.
Okay, good story. Here we go. So this last weekend, I was in Milwaukee. My wife and I went to Milwaukee for a wedding. Mm-hmm. It's Mandy, the Queen of Chaos.
Yes,
who's been on the podcast several times. Her husband, my brother-in-law, cousin, who is actually they visit here a lot. So that makes us completely unrelated. I'm not related to the people that got married.
No, the dude's like part Sasquatch.
No, that's my brother-in-law.
Well, yeah. Holy crap, that guy's big.
He's big. He's big. He says 6'11". We just rounded up.
I feel like he's a liar.
He's 7 foot, but we can't. That 1 inch.
One of the few times I've ever heard anybody try to shrink it.
Shorten it down. You should see his whole family.
Really,
So
they're
we're up
all
there for
giants?
that's his family that we went to the wedding to.
Okay.
It's one of his cousins.
And they're all giants.
Everybody. I mean,
That's crazy.
Me, the Queen of Chaos.
Right.
We're little
Yeah,
people,
right.
folks. I mean, literally, I think when I was walking in with my suit on, somebody handed me their keys and said, "Hey, can you pull my car out?" I'm like, "I'm here for the wedding. I don't work for the service, you know." So anyway, so we go up. We're on our way up there Friday. The wedding is Saturday, and I'm talking to Krista, my wife, and I'm like, "Hey, look and see if the Brewers are in town." I mean, we don't have anything to do Friday. We're not going to the rehearsal dinner.
Absolutely.
They're playing the Cardinals in town.
Yeah, I'd be all over that.
We've got, you know, the race. What did Mark call himself? The Indy 500, King of the 500 or something?
Yeah, something like that.
So him and his wife went to the wedding.
Oh, okay.
They're already up there. I texted him. I said, "Hey, man, the Brewers are in town."
Mm-hmm. Now, is he that kind of a sports guy?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Man, if we're going, I mean.
No. I didn't know if it was 100% like 500 and that more motorsports than.
If you get an opportunity for something like that, he's just like us. You know, like, shit, dude, we don't have anything to do tonight. We're going to be in Milwaukee. They play for $25.
Right.
We could go sit in a half-empty stadium where we can sit anywhere we want. So that's what we did.
Right.
So we Ubered to the stadium. So, you know, we're libation in it. We're having some fun. And literally, you can sit anywhere you want.
Right.
And we bought the cheap seats. So I was like, you know what? It's the third inning. It's a good game. But I've never, because it's not crowded, I'm like, I want to walk around and see, you know, the whole stadium. I've been there before, but we were out in the outfield. Mm-hmm. So we go down the stairs and we get to the club section.
Right.
And I'm like, I'd like to see the suite level. Let's see what it's like. Because you can already see it's nicer than everywhere else, which is obvious. But so I've got my wife, the King of the 500, and his wife.
Okay.
And I'm like, guys, let's see if we can get in to the club level.
Right.
Because then you never know. Somebody may say, "Yeah, man, come on in the suite. You know, you guys want a beer or something?" I mean, you never know what's going to happen.
Do you want like 15 hot dogs?
And I'm all about
I would eat 15 hot dogs.
I'm about the story, right?
Right.
I'm about the story. So I'm like, okay, let's go. So we're coming down the stairs. I get off at the section where the club level is. The guard is sitting there.
Right.
And I said, "Hey, I've got some business associates with me, and we're talking about maybe, you know, renting a suite at some point. Is there any way we can get in to just kind of see the atmosphere and see, you know, what the setup is?"
Sure.
And it wasn't that eloquent because I had a couple beers, but it was close. Let's just say it was almost spot on. The guard looks at me, and he looks around me, and he goes, "Are they with you?" And it's my wife, the king, and his wife. They are like skedaddle, like rats scared to death, moving down the stairs.
Cockroaches, lights on.
Instead of acting like you've been there, selling it like I presumed they would when I said, "Hey, just follow me, let's go."
Right.
I turn around and I go, "Yeah, they're with me." And I'm like, and he says, "All right, yeah, just go on in. Mission accomplished."
Hell yes.
So we go in after I mean, that's when you know the difference between a great wingman and a very bad wingman is that we can't go in there.
Yeah.
He doesn't know that.
Right.
He doesn't know that. And we're not going in to burn the place down. Worst case scenario, somebody says, "You guys don't belong in here."
Yeah, get out. Okay.
They don't take us in a back room and cane us.
Right.
You know? So we're walking around, and it is, man, that is a different level. I mean, that'd be fun. And I'm kind of peeking my head into different suites to see, you know, if anybody's got, you know, you just kind of hoping somebody walks out and you're like, "Oh man, so who are you guys with?" You get a conversation. "Oh, come on, meet so-and-so." Didn't happen, but the club seats right there, right? So now you're not lower level.
Oh yeah.
And those are all cushioned.
They're great.
So there's a security guy, like at every, you know, ramp down. So we see this door is closed, and I'm like, you know, fuck, let's go.
Right.
I open this door, no guard, no anything. We go right down to the club seats. We sit 4 rows up. I mean, now we're right at first base. I mean, we're great seats from the 5th inning on.
Right.
And we're like, where are the women? They were afraid. They're like, so.
So they just stood in the hallway?
They were up in the hallway. And we're texting them going, "Come down here." Like, well, what if the security shows up?
They'll tell us to leave.
They're going to shoot us.
Yeah, right.
we're dead.
Yeah.
But we definitely were going to risk that.
We're definitely risking death.
I mean, the whole point is, listen, if you're with somebody and it's not breaking the law, right? You're not going
Right.
to hurt somebody. You're not a complete ass and nuisance. And you're up for an adventure. Be a good wing person. Don't be the people that...
Don't be those people.
I mean, when you send somebody out, if 4 people come up to me and I know they're full of shit, but they're really crafty about being full of shit.
Right.
And I'm assessing them as a danger, and they're not. They're just going to have a good time and not tear anything up.
Right.
I'm doing the same thing that security guard did.
Oh,
It's
absolutely.
Like, yeah, man, go in there, hey, just don't be jackasses.
Right.
You got it, pal. No problem.
Solid.
And why your other 4 buddies that now, because everybody's had this happen, right? Where you go somewhere, 3 of your buddies follow you, and you go find something really fun. You sneak onto the field at Notre Dame Stadium.
Right.
For example, you sneak onto the field. You're like, holy shit, this is unbelievable. And 80 of your buddies are like, holy shit, they got on the field. Like, we told you.
Right.
Just come with us.
Just come with.
Worst case scenario, we're out $50 for the ticket. They kick us out of the stadium.
Right.
Who gives a shit?
It'll be okay.
So that was my big thing. And then the wedding itself was, so check this out. Beautiful wedding. I love the family that we love them. We love them. It's great. Wedding starts at 1.
Mm-hmm.
Reception ends at 11:59. So you get there at 12:30. So you're basically in this from 12:30. After the wedding, one of the relatives had a reception kind of thing at their house until the reception started.
Right.
So you're 1, 2:30 to the wedding, 3 to 5. You're at this place, at this house. 5 is cocktail hour. 6 till 11. Dude, that's a marathon.
I like it.
I've only been to one other like that, but I mean, we had to leave at like 10 o'clock. We didn't finish, Kyle. Chris and I did not finish. We had to bail about
Pulled out early.
10:45. Yeah, it was not a. Dude, I was exhausted. Hey, 23 years old, bit bopping boot booty, buddy.
Right.
You wouldn't have gotten me up till 4 o'clock the next day. But, man, how many hours? You're talking almost 12, 14 hours almost. That's a big party. That's a long party.
It's a good time though.
But it was
I
great.
love weddings though. So.
I do too. I don't like
really
taking
do.
a date. I told my nephews, I'm like, you never bring a date to a wedding. You understand that, right? And he's like, huh? He's like 15. Huh? I go, buddy, there's so many. This is where you meet people.
Yeah, this is where it happens.
This is happening. This is where it's going
you
down.
may meet your future wife here.
I tell, and I don't know if he understands, but I will remind him as we continue, especially when his buddies are getting married.
Or at least somebody that's open to trying out for the job.
Do you have anything like that? Do you have anything exciting like that happen to you, Kyle? Have you ever do you have a good wedding story besides the one? I mean, I think I told the one, right? About the guy coming over the table.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you... I don't know if it's been aired. I feel like you told it, and that's one of the ones we didn't. Yeah, the secret's out, folks. We've got probably 10.
Secret episodes that we have.
10 that, they're just... Things were said that probably shouldn't be in the ether.
We probably need to go back and do some of that, but because it's wedding season, it always takes me back to, being at the one in northern Indiana where... literally at a reception, it looked like something out of a movie where I'm sitting with my date's mom and somebody at the table next to us comes sprinting in, dives over a round table. It looked like Roadhouse. It's just like, of course, we're in the middle of redneck town. My jaw's on the floor. And to sum it all up, the mother, the older lady that I was with, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe this. And she goes, what? What can't you believe? I said, what? And she goes, what? This kind of stuff happens all the time. And I said, not at the weddings I go
not the
to.
ones that anybody goes to. I've, let's see, what have I seen that's fun? The puppet show that I know I've told.
Yes.
The puppet show, that was, you're standing there and he just no preamble, no nothing, just, puppet. Like, what is this?
So at my wedding, at Krista and my wedding, we got married at Val Vista.
Uh-huh.
And one of our friends did the ceremony. And my brother was obviously my best man, is standing next to me. And so the minister, so he starts the wedding. And I've been to 100 Catholic, I've been to a different, I've been to the Justice, I've seen it all.
You're right.
Well, he starts talking, and I'm kind of like, I'm getting nervous because I don't know where the hell he's going with this, And I'm
right.
like,
are we getting married?
Yeah, this is not a full blown deal. because we wanted to keep it smaller or whatever. But he's talking, and my brother is kind of doing the, like, on my leg, like, do I need to say something to him? Like, move it along, move it along.
Right.
No, but it was really kind of uncomfortable and awkward because I didn't know. It wasn't like talking about me and her. It wasn't even talking about. It was so awkward that I'm like, can we just, dude? We don't need an 8-minute introduction.
Just I do.
To this. Just let's go, man. Let me tell her what I think. Let her tell me what I think. Let's get it on. Let's go.
Right.
Let's go.
Right.
And that was odd. Very odd. I've been in ones that were 2 hours long where I'm like, nobody needs to profess their faith or their love for each other that long.
Yeah.
Oh, I will say this.
I have been to some long ones. I'm with you on
I will say this. Anybody that was at this wedding will agree with me that the groom is a very, he's a very energetic kisser. Like, kiss the bride, boom, he's on it, man. I mean, he was really excited.
Really a little over the top on that?
No, I mean, he's just the excitement.
Okay.
I mean, they're younger. I mean, the excitement and,
right.
When two people find each other and, the story's even better when, if you're older, your 30s now, then
right.
there's panic that kind of sets in that, oh my God, am I ever going to find anybody type thing.
Right.
But it was every time you hit the glasses, man, it's like, it was mow down, man. I looked at my wife, I go, he's an aggressive kisser.
Yeah, that's aggressive. Now, you may kiss the bride thing. How was yours? Were you all
Me
over?
And her?
Yeah.
Me and her?
Yeah.
It was just simple. They were classy.
Okay.
We're classy. We didn't punch the cake in the face. None of that shit.
No, really? Yeah, I definitely
Dude,
did that.
you are. See,
I'm kind of an asshole though.
You kind of Myron Hillbilly.
Yeah, a little.
You Corbins are hillbillies.
Now the kiss thing I was gonna say, you got to be careful with the kiss because it can get out of control. Like I have seen this.
Can lead to babies.
It could lead to boners on the dais.
What?
Yeah, it got a little fired up. It's like, and those pants were vulnerable.
Oh my God!
If you know what I mean by vulnerable pants, we used to joke about that all the time. Like the shorts you've got on right now, they're vulnerable, and they're vulnerable in the way that if you get a little bit of a boner, everybody knows.
Oh, now you're sitting.
So you gotta be a little careful.
Now you're the kid in the back.
He
of the
was
classroom
so excited when he got married.
Teacher calls you up to
do
a problem. You're like, nah, nope, I don't know.
I got a ligament or something. I don't know what the hell's going on over here.
It's happened to every kid. Every 13-year-old boy sat there close to his desk, like, well, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Hey, Jason, can you come up and do 6 times 12?
Now
I'm going to do it from here. 72.
That may or may not have happened to me at a track meet.
doing the high jump. We got to go backwards.
No, we were just standing there. Is it in between events?
Oh, try it in like baseball or football pants. Well, how do you get to a point where that happens? But any kind of
it was a little too much, and it wasn't sexual. Let me say that. And I was in middle school. It was just a little too much contact, and then the girls all start laughing, and I don't understand why. And a buddy like, "Hey, man, that's why."
Oh
like,
God.
So and I'll tell you a funny one. Anyone that went to school with me, did I wear shorts ever again to a school anything? No.
Oh my God, dude, that is
because it wasn't going to happen twice.
How the hell did we get to that?
Because boners. Well, weddings, you start kissing. It just I've seen it happen.
Holy
so guys,
shit.
Beware.
Oh,
you get a little fired up at the. You may kiss the bride. You get a little.
Yeah,
little
you're getting
crazy.
Married, take it from Kyle. Call Kyle. Hey, call into the show.
Right. Think about something else. Think about anything else.
We'll have a whole list of stuff to keep your mind off of what's really going on.
Right.
Here's another good thing about this wedding. So it's all kind of, you could tell it. They are both planners.
They have an agenda.
It is 6 o'clock, 6:15, 6:45. Well, I mean, it was good because they got through everything. I mean, when you do that, you get to things quick, and it's not lingering, and then you can party.
I don't hate when people do that. I cannot do that. I am
shit,
not.
I would. Me neither, man.
I can't do it. I don't have it in
podcast.
me.
Neither
Right.
one of us has the capability.
No,
to
I don't even know how long this
is
has gone. We've been talking for 50 minutes.
minutes and about absolutely
Nothing. Yeah,
we still
good
got
luck
some things
following this. What do they talk about? I don't know.
I don't know. The one
Good
guy
luck
laughs a lot.
describing it. Yeah.
The one guy is so easy to entertain. He's like a dancing monkey. He pull my strings. So we get to the father-daughter dance.
Uh-huh.
Dad's
No
nowhere
boners
to
there.
Dad's nowhere to be found. Can't find him. He
Right.
had gone up to evidently change his shoes or something, and the announcer's like, Steve, come down and dance with your daughter. And everybody's like, and he's like, has anybody seen Steve? I'm looking at Krista, and I'm like, oh my God. Well, the mother obviously is getting pissed. And you can see she's like, and the daughter is pissed because you're
Right.
regimented here. You're doing different things here.
Right.
And you can see it just building and building. Then it turns to, holy shit, man, what if he fell? Or, now the
Right.
worry sets in because now it's not 3 minutes late. They did a whole mother-daughter dance. They said, well, just go ahead and dance with your mom, and when Steve gets back, we'll take care of it. Well, when he gets back and everybody's okay, the first couple times that they announced him when he did his speech at the reception, the dad's speech, the whole crowd's like, Steve, and he's up there, doing all
Right.
this. When Steve snuck back in after missing the father-daughter dance, nobody was like, Steve. It's like, shh, there he is. Hey, see if he can sneak in. And everybody's standing there going, there he is. It's like, land.
Oh, that's great.
So the funny thing was we talked to obviously the mom and the daughter. That's which side we were there for. And it's like, you know what? After the fact, after the initial, he's not here. It's kind of bullshit. Everybody's
Right.
pissed off about it. It's like, you'll remember that for the rest of your life. You'll be able to say on your wedding
That's the
day,
story.
Dad, remember when you missed the father-daughter dance at my wedding? I mean,
Right.
Life's about stories.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully they're always good. The bad ones, sometimes tragedy turns into comedy, right? Comedy and tragedy go.
Well, I've got a
hand in hand.
good one like that.
Let's go.
So I'm at the wedding reception, and
Yours?
No, because this is a little different than my family. So, one of the two, I won't narrow it down too far, but their parents are divorced.
Okay.
Okay, and it was an ugly.
Bad divorce.
Oh
so
my
this
God,
is one of the bride or groom.
Yes,
Okay.
their parents, and it was so bad. The divorce was so bad.
The tension was amazing.
Oh yeah, they couldn't sit next to one another. It was
this is
right,
great.
and it was the mom despised the dad. The dad was just trying to live his life. Anyway,
Did the dad cheat on the mom?
oh yeah.
So that's why the hatred is
No. Hey, no. He gets it.
The hatred is strong with this one.
Well, to make it better though, he just showed up. Like I heard the story firsthand. He just showed up at dinner and said, "I love you, or the kids,
Or the kids.
and I'm out."
Don't contact me. Hey, that's what I told Krista. If she ever decides she's leaving,
Yeah,
you're keeping the kids.
that's right. You're taking them with you.
I ain't fighting with
You're
that.
taking the van.
I ain't fighting for that.
But anyway, so he does this, right? So the hatred is it's insane.
All right.
So do
Are
whatever
you gonna tell
things.
me he didn't even offer to pay for the wedding? Too?
I don't know. I don't know how any of that went. I didn't get that
doubled
far.
up on asshole.
Right. Oh no, this is the best. So he's there with his new wife because this is 3-4 years later.
She's 10 years younger in a smoke show.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't anything crazy like that. But it was. So they're both doing their things. He's there with his new wife. She's there with her new husband.
All right.
And they're kept. It's like COVID. We've got to be 20 feet apart at all times, right? And he is having such a good time. His daughter's getting married. Blah, 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 blah. I just named that a little bit, but anyway.
Nobody knows what.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna.
No,
know
but
what the
no,
hell you're
probably
talking
not.
about.
Because it's so long
Especially
ago.
in Zambia.
Right. Especially in Zambia.
I don't know what Zambezi speak.
Doesn't matter.
Clicks.
So he's getting pretty loose. And when I go to weddings like that, if I know the parents of either one of them, if I know them very well, I try to get them lit.
Oh, that's
a goal of mine.
idea.
Right. And I just,
especially if
I just feed them drinks.
this turmoil.
You have no idea how many parents I've gotten in trouble, like the wife mad at the husband. That's usually the way it goes. And I mean, just pissed. Like, what are you doing? We were just having a good time. Anyway, so I'm
pants are off.
Right. So I'm helping this along, but he's drunk,
he's
right? And it's the family kind of dance. Okay. It's not like an official thing, but the families come out and dance, right? And they play an upbeat song, and I don't remember what it is. And he starts moving and grooving, right? He's just cutting the rug all over the place. He stumbles because he's smashed. Right. He stumbles and he falls into
his ex-wife.
And she loses her shit. And I mean loses it. She gets up and she's just beating on him. Just punching him, kicking him, you son of a bitch, just going crazy because she's embarrassed and everything, and he's so drunk, the drunk, like, he's just rolling around on the ground, his shirt coming undone, and she's just wailing him. And then the new wife jumps in. Oh, it was so good. You get off him. What are you doing? He does an accident.
Hey, there's nothing like a good hillbilly wedding, man.
Love it.
I love shit like that, man. I mean, that's part of everything. I mean, hey, you saw let's go back to Carnival Cruises, Kyle. How many videos have I sent you?
Hey, speaking of, you have, and guess what?
What, you're going on a Carnival cruise?
Maybe.
Hey, they contacted you and they want us to sponsor.
No, I actually think I'm going on a Carnival cruise. How funny is that? I'm actually excited.
With who?
April.
Oh, it'll be a hoot.
She was
Food's great.
She was like, do you want to go on a cruise? I
got the perfect cruise line for us.
I don't care. And she goes, here's the time frame I'm working with. Here's, where I want to be. This is what we're doing. And Carnival will be the easiest. Like it all lines up almost like it was meant to be.
Stars are aligned.
Yes, exactly.
Hey,
and she was like,
know me? They may let you ride.
She was like, you want to go? I was like, yeah, I can't wait to tell Jason. That was actually what I said. She was like, what? I was like, oh yeah, he's going to have a good time with that.
The food's outstanding. You'll never get to the pool, so don't even plan on it. It depends on what ship you're on. I don't know what ship you're going.
I have no idea.
But you're taking equipment to video.
Oh, that. Absolutely.
And you're gonna do remotes from there for sure, because that's something I think that we're both gonna have to start doing as like individually.
Oh yeah, I think it'd be too much fun.
If we see something, if like we're at a ball game or something, hey man, can I? I mean, we'll put little clips on the website about it. Do you have a great story about Little League Baseball since we're sitting here watching bad Little League Baseball?
Bad Little League Baseball, right? Well, I may be able to do one Friday because I'll be at the state tournament. Yep.
Friday tomorrow.
Yep.
I will be at the sports park coaching all day.
All day.
All day on my birthday Saturday.
What do you mean all day though? Like starting when?
5, 7, 5:30.
Okay, 7, so in the afternoon.
8,
okay.
Evening, and then Saturday is I think we go noon to 5. I mean, literally, it's gonna be a bona fide.
I might come and hang out Saturday because I don't think I've got anything going.
All day Saturday.
And I don't.
And they sell beer at the sports
I
park.
might go back to state Saturday, but I don't have any intention to. Friday, Lutheran is playing game 1, and I have a friend that helps coach. He assists. And then the late game, I know the head coach of Jasper, and I've got some family down that way. Right. And I'm sure they'll travel up, so it'll be a good time.
You know what? Since we are on video for this, we need to put something, we need to have whoever cuts this up, or if we do it, we need to put on our email address and all that stuff, and we're going to go over that real quick before.
Oh, like at the bottom or something?
Yeah, before we call this.
I wouldn't even know how to do that.
I wouldn't either, but I mean, since we're talking about weddings, right? Like, I want to be able to do that. If we do a solo show like we do, and I love our solo shows because they are God. And you know what? We've got people that actually like those better than when we have guests. Well, because
we're just all over the place.
So off the cuff. I mean, I've still got something that I wanted to talk about. I have no idea.
It's probably something super important.
I'm sure it was hilarious.
I'm sure it was.
We only bring the hilarity.
That's right. That's right. It's all about comedy here.
But if somebody's got a great wedding, dude, tell us. Hit us up on Instagram.
Oh, speaking of, I've got some 500. I had some 500 stories. I had.
Where are we at? Do you want to cut this? Do you want to end one and start another one?
Well, they're not really long stories. I just had some friends actually call and say, hey, I've got a good story. Hey, I've got a good story.
And they relayed the story to you?
Uh-huh. Like one of them got to hang out with Johnny Parsons and Johnny Parsons Jr. and got all kinds of access to the track. And so, I mean, it's not like there wasn't a huge story to it, but I thought that was really interesting.
Some of the cool things that they
yes.
Man, I always feel like I cut you off, but man, when you say something, you spark so much stupid shit in my life, Kyle. I can relate to so much. Did I ever tell you about Michael Andretti? Me and Michael Andretti at the track. So Michael Andretti is about 5 foot.
Oh yeah,
5'1".
Yeah,
he's the queen of chaos size.
Oh yeah,
he's that little.
He's a little dude.
So I'm hammered at Carb Day years and years ago with the guy that owns the lawn business at Lawn Image, right?
Okay.
Dynamite drop in. We got to have a coin thing like cha-ching.
You're right.
So the day is winding down. We're not going to the concert. Just so anybody that doesn't know, Carburation Day at Indianapolis is the last great party before the race, right?
Sure.
The 500. It's Friday afternoon. Cars do their last practice. They do a pit stop competition, and then they have a concert, usually Kid Rock or somebody of that caliber, right? Mm-hmm. So you're there from 8 in the morning. I have a good
story for that, but yeah.
I've got it. I told the story about my buddy pissing in the cooler, right? Punching a hole in the side at the Kid Rock concert. So it's that way. So between getting there at 8, the practice ending at 10 or something, the pit stop competition being over at 2. If you stay for the concert, you're there for 12 hours. We were leaving. We left before the concert. It wasn't anybody that I cared to see, but we were hammered, right? So somehow we're walking back through to go to the exit that we came in at. So we're going to go back to our car, and we somehow end up in the driver's lot where their buses are.
Right.
Like the Indianapolis. And we're walking, and I see Michael Andretti. Mm-hmm. Michael Andretti is, he's a legend. He never won the 500, but he should have probably 4 or 5 times. He was always in position. And he's walking toward me, and I didn't realize that he was so little. And I was like, hey, and that probably drunken slur.
Right.
Hey, Michael Andretti. And he's like, hey, buddy, how are you? And I go, you're such a little guy. And he's walking with this smoke show.
Right.
And it's his girlfriend or wife or something. And he kind of goes from that smile on his face to like, hey, buddy, how are you? And I go, you're just a little guy. I go, Jay, look how little he is.
Keep walking.
And he goes, get out of here.
Keep walking.
And I'm thinking, why is he in our parking lot? My buddy's like, we're in the bus lot.
Oh.
Great days. Great days. But
now do you spot celebrities like that? I do not. Yeah, I'm so bad.
Mark Jackson was on my plane, the basketball player, the NBA player, 3 weeks ago when I flew out to Salt Lake City.
Did you talk to him?
I did.
Yeah.
Dude, of course I did. Well, the Pacers were in the middle of the playoffs, right?
Right.
They're making a run. He's on the plane. It's early in the morning. And he gets off at Salt Lake. I get off, and there's nobody in the airport. And I was walking the same way, so I just I said, hey. And he looked at me, and of course, everybody's like, he's little. I go, little at 6'3", 6'3" point guard to 5'7.5".
Right.
Yeah, he posted me up. But I was like, hey, I just want to tell you, man, you guys.
Teardrop's one of my favorite shots of all time.
Yes, that and the back down, the kick out to Reg. I'm in, man. I'm in for it.
Well, I love the teardrop.
He was so much better than people give him credit for. And they should have hired him to coach here years later.
Well, I think he's blackballed. It looks like it stopped recording. I don't know why.
We just finished here. Then.
Okay.
Sorry, you missed it. That one's
still going. Yeah.
But no,
I think he's been blackballed, and I don't know why.
You're right. There's something there because all of a sudden he was coaching Madison Square Garden and then he wasn't anymore.
And then he wasn't, and no one will hire him.
And he's not on TNT, all that stuff.
Right.
He got,
like, what is going on?
But he was, yeah, that is crazy. But I just told him, I said, hey, I just want to tell you that, man, you guys gave us so many great memories when I was just, when you guys were making those runs.
So much fun.
I said, the rally in the alley, all the pep, the race car. I said, that was such a neat experience when you guys were going through that for all the people of my generation. He goes, hey man, I really appreciate that. I go, I appreciate you guys.
Right.
Because we'd never had that here, in
no,
basketball.
so much,
and the Colts,
so much
the
fun.
Colts hadn't won anything at that point because Manning was 2 years in. He was 98.
Right.
That was 2000. That was pretty badass. But yeah, to answer your question, a lot of times I can figure out if somebody, I'm like, that's somebody. Now, you do have people.
See, I've got friends that like every person.
They can pick him out?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen me out? It's like,
right.
Hey, your buddy, hey, that Jason guy from
well, I mean, like,
was out.
Offensive lineman, you got a helmet on. I have no idea what you look like.
When Peyton Manning was a rookie, we were at the Slippery Noodle. He loved the Slippery Noodle. Peyton Manning loved the Slippery Noodle. And we were in the Slippery Noodle.
How could you not? It's such a great
It is a great
spot.
It is great, especially if the Y store's down there. Chris Schaefer's banging on the bomb. But I'm in the bathroom taking a piss. I'm peeing in the bathroom, and I feel the presence next to me of somebody bigger than me, right? Just taller than me.
Oh, taller.
Shut up, Dick. You guys.
You're so big.
You're back.
I know.
His feet. But I mean, he's standing, and I kind of just look, and it's Peyton Manning standing right next to me at the urinal, which, we're the same age.
And then you feel bad for farting.
I'm like, dude,
that's my fault, bud.
Shit your pants. Right. But on the way out, this is where it gets crazy. Like washing our hands or whatever, and on the way out, he's like, "Hey man, you got a cigarette?" I'm like, "Whoa, wait a minute." No, I said,
you're
no.
a finely tuned machine.
I said, you are a machine, Peyton. Right. I didn't say that. But he was in there with 3 of the linemen. So it's like Adam Meadows was in there. I mean, there was 3 of the starting linemen. But I look back at that, and I wasn't awestruck or anything because, I mean, honestly, when a celebrity's the same age as you, are you really
it's weird.
awestruck?
Yeah, it's weird.
I mean, he's class of 94,
right.
like I was. Or 95. He's right in that same area. So it's very hard for me to be like, I mean, I can be a fan. Mm-hmm. I guess sign my shit, but I'm not like if Ken Griffey Jr., when I was little, walks up to me and I'm like, holy shit, you're Ken Griffey Jr., type thing. So,
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, obviously you can spot him because he's got that forehead.
Right. Yeah.
He just looks like Peyton.
Right. You look like Peyton Manning. Yeah, I'm really bad about that too. The little bit of people that I know that were famous or, at a level, it always seemed to me the times they had the most fun, the most engaged is when you just talk to them like, hey, buddy.
Right.
I do recognize who you are, but I'm not going to play that super fan game.
Right. We're just sitting here drinking a beer.
Right.
And they offer to buy one.
And I've always gotten pretty good, response,
right,
I guess.
Too. Yeah. Me too.
So I try really hard not to get worked up, even though maybe on the inside, I'm a little.
I'll tell you.
I'm a little giddy.
Well, I'll tell you what. One of my a buddy of mine, a friend of mine, played for the Patriots. Has 3 Super Bowl rings, and dude, the difference. I mean, you just don't understand the difference between like money and us. Like, I go out and I spend $100 at a bar or at the bars on a Saturday night. I'm kind of like, oh my God, dude. I mean, especially when I was 22, 23.
Right. I drank a lot.
I spent a lot of money. I was buying people shit, and I'm looking at the next day going, I can't afford to do that. Me carrying around 100 and them carrying around 2,000.
Right.
And it's just completely, I mean, I'm ordering beers out of the bucket bin that are $1. This guy's ordering like old fashions with top shelf liquor and shit. I'm going, it's so crazy how the comfortability.
Yeah.
And you know what you end up doing? Like, so I'm out with this guy one night. He's got more money than I do by 200 times. And I'm like so worried that he's going to think I'm taking advantage of him that I'm buying everything.
You buy a drink.
I buy everything.
Right.
I end up spending $200 and this guy's carrying
Well, that's how he has
around.
$5,000 because he doesn't have to spend
he doesn't have to pay for shit.
Right.
Well, hey, dude, that's great catching up, man. Let's hit this with, like we were told, guys, reach out to us. Follow us. Like us on Apple Podcasts, right?
Spotify, iHeart, and Amazon.
Guys, like it.
YouTube.
YouTube. Subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. All it'll do is you follow. It'll tell you when a new episode drops, which will be every Tuesday morning at 8 o'clock now.
Yes.
Is what we're looking at. YouTube is Unplanned Approach. Website is www.unplannedapproach.com. Instagram is what?
Yeah, it's probably something
Unplanned
like
Approach.
Something Unplanned Approach. It is just Unplanned Approach, I believe.
X is that's different. That's something at Unplanned or something.
I don't remember.
Wait, we'll put it all.
You know
up.
what? It's probably something simple though, because we're not very complex guys.
Yeah.
But as you see, we've definitely got this on lockdown.
Yeah, but we've been told that it could be interesting to see what happens, and
Yeah,
I don't
right.
know. We just want some interaction. Let us know what you think, what episodes you like.
Tell us you want to be on.
Yeah, if you want to be on, man, you have a great story. I tell you, if you reached out to anybody that's been on, they all think the same thing, right, Kyle?
Oh, yeah.
They get nervous. They don't think, I can't talk about this or that. And the minute they get off, they hear their episode. What do they say, Kyle?
Yeah, I want to be back on.
wanna
I
be
got
back on.
other story. I got other things to talk about.
I understand now. I understand what it is.
Yeah. Even if you think you don't have a story, though, you know you do.
Dude, we didn't
Just-
come in with
yeah.
a story today.
No, we didn't come up
That
with
was a
today.
shit show.
Well, at least we're consistent.
But seriously, follow, ring the bell on. I don't know. They say that on YouTube. When they say hit the bell so that it goes off.
I got
when
no
the
idea.
episode drops. I don't either. So if you know that, can you reach out and tell us?
Yeah, tell us. Explain to us.
Explain to us what the hell that means. Be looking for some reviews. We are going to try to upload short clips from just stuff we do around town.
Like Stanley Cups.
Like,
And
yeah, if you know Stanley. If you know Stanley.
that's so... there's a soapbox for me.
It's so 13-year-old girl.
Oh, I hate that
I'm the most
stuff.
popular dad, though, because
The
I carry a
Yetis and
Stanley around.
Stanleys. God.
It is stupid. It's so stupid.
I don't understand. Yeah.
You know what's
Coleman's
stupid
fine.
is like paying $4 to get a pop at
Sure.
Swig that has syrup in it. I mean, my kids are like, Dad, it just doesn't taste the same at home. I go, how does it not taste the same? I've got a soda stream. We could make fountain pop, and we can add cherry syrup to it.
It tastes the same?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Make me a Diet Mountain Dew, bro.
Close enough.
Now.
I got Diet Mountain Dew up there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. That's what we're going to do then, in between this episode and the next.
Yes. Yeah. I
Okay.
will.
I will test it out. I probably
You'll
won't
go
like
buy
it.
a soda stream.
Right.
But you know what? We're not buying any more products until people start sponsoring
That's right. Give us some money.
Sponsor us. We're tired
Right.
of it. We're tired of it. All right.
Think of how much more business you'll have if we are.
Seriously.
Right. If we're attached.
I shit you not. I know I sold at least 6 Solo stoves. I know I sold 5 Blackstones. I know I sold 3 Masterbuilt gravity smokers. I know I've numerous Shark and Ninja products because
Numerous.
I will tell people, but if your product sucks, I'll tell you that too, man. And that's all we want from you, the audience, is to tell us if this show sucks. Let us know.
Just let us know.
I
right.
just want somebody to get on there that's serious. Like, you guys suck. I hate what you talk. Just so we
Okay.
can talk about it. Can you
Right.
imagine how fun that episode
Well,
would be
actually, if
of
we
us
suck,
talking about
come
this
on,
shit?
make it better.
No,
Well, I said that in the outro there for a little while. You think you can make it better, smartass? Let's go. I have no problem
That's
with
a challenge.
someone coming on and going, you guys blow. Okay, make it better.
Yeah. Yeah. Come on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll box. Probably not. Probably not. All right. Man,
All right.
it's good to be back in the saddle, buddy.
Yeah.
We'll talk
All
to
right.
you next week.
Little outro. Hey, we're here at the 6th floor studios at Keystone at the Crossing, and today we're going to meet Alex Parrish. Hey, that's not
Alex
it
is
at
a
all.
dedicated financial advisor with over 5 years
That's
of
not
experience
that's not even
helping business
close
owners
to
in
it.
the Indianapolis
Do we have to
area
wait for
navigate.
that to-
No.
Okay. Kyle. Just, hey, how long
That's-
has it been since you've run that board? 2 weeks?
Yeah, that's been a minute. That sucks. I will.
Hey, we like Kyle.
I'll
on
have to
at
do
Keystone.
something to amend that.
No,
but
that's okay. I mean,
No, I
that's
mean,
good pub for him. That's his commercial.
no, it was mine. It was that other.
I know
that other
that.
thing.
Oh, I know what it was.
Is it that one?
Hope you had a
Alex-
blast.
Nope. I don't know. It could be anywhere. It could be anywhere.
Man, I hope everybody stuck around for the end of this episode.
Yeah, that's awesome.
This is an absolute shit show.
Yeah. Thanks for your help, everybody.
Okay, next.
Let's try it. I don't think it's this one.
I don't drink.
Nope, that's a little grease. So it's like experimental day. It could be anything.
People that annoy you.
You're right.
South Park.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. Nope, that's still some
Come
grease.
on, Sandra D.
Well, you can definitely sing it to Try Donahue. I know what you want to do. Huh. All right. Well, I'll have to.
It's on there.
Oh no, it's on there. No, it isn't. No, it isn't.
Why wouldn't
Or
it be?
no, yeah, it was.
You've got an intro and an outro. Where's the
Yeah.
intro? Which one's the intro? Oh my God, you put the whole song on it?
No, well, I put a little bit on there because I thought it was fun.
It is fun.
There's the intro.
Is the outro not next to it?
No, that was Made in Indiana. Then that was something else. I don't remember.
Okay, what's the green one?
I'm not sure.
Which one's crickets? The purple's crickets.
Yeah, Purple's Crickets. Which is probably apropos
It's
at the end of
happening
this.
right now.
Right.
When I say whoa, I mean whoa.
One of my favorite cartoon
That is
episode
great.
things of all time. Maybe. No, it's the other Grease song.
So it's
Little
hey,
Girl from All Seasons.
Did you really just hit every button and it happens to be the last one?
It might be this one.
That's got to be it. That's the last one left.
Either that or we didn't record it to a button, which we might not have. But I thought we
I
did.
thought we did.
Yeah, still.
That's
still.
a great song. We can listen to
just-
that on the way out and hit the next
Right,
one.
right. Well, no, because it'd go right over the top
Yeah,
of
do
it.
it.
Dog Tags was founded upon
not-
two.
That's not it. We didn't record it.
Okay, well,
All right, so then basically it's just,
40 some episodes and we just jerked that. We just screwed that up that bad.
well, I could probably cut it or
It
something.
doesn't matter. Let them all
Yeah,
hear it.
yeah. It's recorded anyway.
We're out.
Yeah.